Hello, this is Meredith from Not Saying Anything to Paul McCartney. My blog can be viewed at macamary.blogspot.co.uk. Today I wanted to talk about the Beatles in Mono box set that I received for the holidays. It turns out that this is a counterfeit copy, but the CDs so far are all playing, although there have been some hiccups, I would say, issues that obviously make this not the legitimate one. I've decided to keep it and not return it, as it was a gift. And the CDs, like I said, they're playing, but as far as me going through the set and finding out that it wasn't legitimate, this particular one seems to differ from some of the copies they've been showing on YouTube. One of the main things was that they were saying that the outside cover had this advertisement glued to the back of it. So it would have appeared like that and stuck to the box. But mine, when I took the plastic off, this came right off, and there was no tape, glue residue or anything like that. So it's completely okay. Some of the other things, as far as if the set is actually in mono, from some of the tests that I did, my own home tests here, it seems to be that the set actually is in mono. So it's not in stereo, as pretty much rumored from other YouTubers. I'm not doubting that their copies may have been in stereo, but to me, when I listen to things like from the brand new #1 CD re-release and restoration, all the stuff they did to this, I listened to Eleanor Rigby from this set, and then I listened to the Eleanor Rigby that I have from Revolver, which is in here somewhere. I'm not going to show you the cover for it, but anyway, with Eleanor Rigby, there's violin parts that you can hear from the left channel in stereo, and on this particular set you can't hear that clearly in the left channel, and just certain things that I had also compared with as far as using the Beatles 1962 to 1966, popular known as the Red Album, from 1993, the CD. There's at least 4 or 5 mono mixes here, and they sounded pretty much the same as the ones on the Beatles in mono set that I have. Yeah, so some of the other things that were a little puzzling, which I kind of knew was a dead giveaway that this wasn't exactly an official copy, was that I found Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band in A Hard Day's Night. That came right out of the package for that, and then I was wondering what I was gonna find in Sgt. Pepper, and of course I found A Hard Day's Night, the CD. What I wound up doing is, because I didn't want to keep them in these little sleeves, which I've not had much success with before with cardboard sleeves, is that they tend to pretty much break over time. Here's another example of the fact that this is a counterfeit copy, that the in Magical Mystery Tour, the little booklet, it was not glued to it. It falls completely right out, and there's no, in the actual copy, it's pretty much attached to it, and I don't think there's any what they call bleeding as far as the booklet printing is concerned. So what I decided to do with all of this is, I'm so far, as far as listening to the CDs, there hasn't been any issues that I've had. They all seem to play. There was another thing that was brought up in someone else's video, that some of the CDs may or may not play, and so far I haven't found one that does not play. On my blog, I probably will be talking about what happened with the White Album when I open that up, but what I wound up doing was I took jewel cases, and I took all the CDs out of these sleeves, and I put them in old CD cases. Of old CDs that I had, I just took them out and used them to put the 12 CD set of the Beatles in mono in. Well, I guess there's not very much to talk about. I just want to thank everybody for visiting the blog this year, and I hope with my new Canon camera here that we will have more wonderful Paul McCartney discussions in the future. So thank you very, very much for listening, and Happy New Year.